How do you keep track of all those like people?
Yeah, I know it's a lot.
I mean, like 20 people on a night out, I might remember like one.
Yeah.
Sometimes I try like, ever watch The Bunny?
Oh, is that, yes, the house bunny or whatever?
Yeah, the house bunny.
Yeah, it's such a good movie.
And then she's like,
funny.
oh, what's your name? Natalie. And she's like, Natalie. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I have to do that. What's your name? Monica. Monica. Hey guys, it's me, Dom. Welcome back to Dom Meets World. You may have noticed I'm in a different position now because I have a special guest who is a CEO, so she gets to sit wherever she wants to go. Tara Electra, welcome.
You.
I'm so happy you're here.
I can't believe you let me sit in your spot. Thank you so much. Feels great over here.
Yeah, I don't offer that up to many people.
I feel really
But
special.
you walked in and I was like, wherever you want to go, wherever you want to sit. You want to sit on the ground, you want to sit on the floor, you want to sit on the couch. I can remove the couch.
We could sit on the floor.
And if I could buy a new couch, if you don't like this couch, if it's not comfortable enough, I could literally go out and buy a new one.
I'm chilling with the couch. I'm cool with the couch.
Yeah. How's everything been?
Good. I'm excited to be here.
Nah, me too. I guess, would people know? They probably would know by now. I've been on your podcast.
I would hope so. We have to coordinate on dates when you're launching each other's.
Yeah, and true. That's why she's a CEO and I'm not. That's why I just say things. But yeah, I wore a onesie.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
I literally was last night on the phone talking to one of my girlfriends, telling her how you were like one of my favorite guests because you're just such good vibes. First person to bring me a present, and you were like legit PJs. So I was like, you're dope.
I was like actually freaking out I was like, because I've only met you like at Coachella briefly.
Yeah,
like,
which
in
obviously just means we had a great relationship at Coachella.
Yeah, exactly. We just had a great time. And when you invite me, I was like, I don't know her vibe. I'm like, is she gonna think this is funny? I'm texting everybody we know in common. I'm like, yo, Tana, like, is this gonna be cool? She's like, she's gonna love it. I was like, okay, fine. Texting Harry, is she gonna love it? She's like, yeah, she'll love it. I was like, okay, fine.
You're like, just do it.
Yeah, I was like, just do it, do it. And yeah.
You showed up as a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, I showed up as a Ninja Turtle. Another reason why I will never be a CEO. I showed up to a podcast called $1 Billion Baby wearing a TMNT
so good
pajama onesie.
So good.
Yeah.
Way to break the ice, you know?
Yeah. So how's everything been?
Good. I was
life?
telling you before, I just went to VR, which was sick yesterday. Went into that whole virtual world, had a blast yesterday with my little sisters, and you're gonna go soon. But everything's good, just working. I feel like I never have things to say when people are asking me like, how are you doing? I'm like, just, working, because I work so much.
Yeah.
So I try to make it a little more fun. So I told you about the VR earlier.
Where'd you go to VR?
It's called Dreamscape, and it's so sick because you pick a game you want to play, and then you actually go into this little like locker room, put your backpack on, put these little mitts on your hands that track your hands and feet, and then you go into a room. And I was with my dad and my little sisters and my older sister, and then we put the goggles on and we're in like this Alice in Wonderland world, and my dad's like a girl with tits, like big tits. He's hot. And he's like, I have tits. And then my little sister's like this little Asian girl, and then like my older sister's this like big dude. Like everyone's just a different character. We're all like cracking up because our voices don't match our avatars, so we're just like laughing, and then we're walking around the little world. And it was just so fun because like the ground lifts when you're like lifting on this air balloon, and it's just like such a cool experience. So it was fun.
It sounds make-believe. Like I want to try it.
Yeah.
I've only tried like the at-home ones, like the Oculus.
Yeah.
And I went into The Walking Dead and I was fighting zombies.
Yeah, that's scary. I can't do that.
I was
invested. Too real.
I think I would do really well in a zombie apocalypse.
Wow. I was talking about that the other day. My friend was like, a lot of people would like say that they're going to go like hide in a bunker or anything. He's like, I'd just get a boat and I would just go on the boat.
You just go on a boat.
Peace.
Yeah.
In the middle of the ocean. I'm like, oh, that's a good point.
Well, it also depends on the type of zombie.
Yeah.
Because there's like slow like zombies.
Yeah.
And then there's like fast zombies.
Yeah. But they're not going to go to the ocean.
That's true. But then you have to get on land because you have to get food eventually.
Yeah. And then we talked about that.
Supplies.
Then he said I'd go be like a pirate and jack other ships to get food. I was like, oh, this is getting crazy.
No,
this is
just
getting
went
crazy.
from zombies to pirates. He just was like, nah, I'm Jack Sparrow now. I changed
That's
apocalypses.
what happens if the zombies
I time travel. I'm a pirate now.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's like do you know that new thing, like the Roman Empire?
I feel
Have you heard of the new thing that's going on with the Roman
no,
Empire?
tell me about it.
Like guys think about the Roman Empire like a few times a week, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Is it a TikTok trend? Oh, I didn't know it was like. I thought it was like just a bunch of dudes were just like, yeah, Julius Caesar. I don't even know Julius Caesar is from Rome.
Wow.
That's how little I think. I've never thought about the Roman Empire.
Yeah, well, you're a different guy because you were even saying before that like some guys will get mad at you that you know all like the astrology and like horoscopes and stuff like that, right? You're like, guys will be like, oh, really? You know that shit? And you're like, I'm just interested.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, you don't? Like, I feel like it's really popular right now. I don't know. I feel like that's more essential. That's more, useful than thinking about the Roman Empire. Like, the only Roman I know is Nicki Minaj.
I know.
I with super bass. What's your karaoke song?
I don't like karaoke.
What?
To be honest, yeah. I don't like singing.
What if you're like really, really drunk?
I never am that drunk to do karaoke. I'll always be like, this is embarrassing.
You were singing at Coachella.
Probably to the music, but not with the music off and everyone hearing me on loudspeaker.
You're like halfway there. You're like almost there.
It's just, to the, in the crowd.
Were you born in California?
Yes. I was born in LA. Yeah, so I grew up my whole life here. And I feel like a lot of people don't like people from like LA or Hollywood or things like that. Like around the world, they're like, oh, they're so bougie. I hate that energy. But what I've noticed being born here is most of the people that are actually born here are pretty cool. Yeah. I think. Like I've met a lot of cool people that are down to earth that are actually born here. Not to say all of them are, but I feel like it's more so people not assuming that everyone sucks here. So they feel like when they come, they kind of have to play with that energy.
Yeah.
Of like kind of being maybe not nice to others. I don't know.
Well, I feel like LA is like, it's just like a hub of people from around the world that are all trying to like achieve something. And everybody feels like if I want to achieve something, I have to go to LA. So it's like naturally everyone's super competitive.
Yeah. Which I do notice though. Do you notice when you travel other places? Like it's nice to travel other places, but what I did notice, I was like, oh my God, if I was like living in Barcelona or something, it's like nice. My anxiety goes away because you just don't have to worry about work and stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, it would be so hard to work in social media or the entertainment industry because like in LA, every single place you go, it's an opportunity to network with someone that can help you and vice versa. But when you're in other countries, they don't even really, it's kind of cool. They don't ask you what you do. They don't give a shit what you do. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you're not really meeting anyone that's in your industry. So like, it's not as easy to network.
I'm terrible at networking.
Oh, that's like my gift. I'm so good at it.
Can you help me? I literally like, I haven't gone to an event in months.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't talk to people. I don't want to be in a room full of people.
You know what I'm listening to right now? And I'm wondering if you are. I'm listening to a book about empaths. I bet you're an empath. I just got that intuition right now.
I'm an empath?
Yeah, you like take on people's energies. Because does it exhaust you to go to events?
Yeah, I get drained. I'll disappear.
Yeah, it's because you take on everyone else's energy.
I'll enter and then I'll just disappear. What happened to Dom? Dom, where'd you go? Like, I'm at home.
I left.
I'm eating Oreos.
Oh, I didn't say bye. Sorry. Yeah. You're like chilling.
Just disappear. Just vanish.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I look at, I don't know why I do know why I got good at it. I was held back in second grade, which I was so depressed about. I know I was in second grade, but it really ruined my life. But so I was like in a different year than everyone else. All my friends went to the next level, and it wasn't like cool to be with the younger kids. It's cool to be with the older kids. Yeah. And I already was tall, so I was like taller than everyone in my class once I got held back. And then my parents got divorced, so I had to keep hopping to different elementary schools. So I was in a grade I didn't want to be in with the younger kids that I didn't relate with. And I had to get moved to so many different elementary schools. So I went to 5 elementary schools in 6 years. So every year I went to school not knowing anybody and feeling uncomfortable. And then I just really learned how to like make friends really quickly because I just got used to it. And I just distinctly remember by like maybe the third school I went to that I was like, oh yeah, just find something in common and then keep talking about that until you guys relate on something else and then talk about that. And then you guys kind of create a relationship and a friendship on things that you have in common. And I remember like teaching myself that really young.
Yeah.
And so I just got used to like making friends. And then I think as I got older, I've just categorized how to put people in my network by being like, there's no one you can meet that you can't bring something to or gain something from in some way. So like, for an example, you build a network by helping other people too in your network. And like people want to work with you more if you have things to offer them too, right? So like if you randomly go out and someone's like, yeah, I own a studio that creates podcasts, and you're like, oh cool. Like if you actually create that relationship with them, and maybe you don't have a podcast and maybe you don't even want a podcast, but then you meet like some influencer out and they're like, oh yeah, I'm really trying to make my podcast. I'm like, oh, I just met with this podcast company the other day, I'll connect you guys, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like people like to be around people that are bringing value.
Yeah.
And so like little things like that are just bringing your network stronger and make people reach out to you more for different things. So you start to create ways to make that a business, you know, in other scenarios by helping people. And that's what I just did throughout my 20s.
Yeah.
And then I got into like having my own business and like just from like my network. So it's crazy.
So at what point, like, were you just like inspired, or did you transition to like owning your own business? Because I guess like your agency is kind of like, that's kind of like the crux of it. It's like networking and reaching out and connecting different people to do certain things.
Exactly. Well, so like I definitely like never liked authority, and I was very stubborn as a kid. And I don't like rules. I like hate rules.
Yeah.
And so that's like what my company is now all about. Like Unruly is like breaking the normal, going against the traditional route. Like not doing everything everyone else says to do to be successful, because I didn't go to college and things like that. So it was really hard because I got held back when I was younger. So my confidence wasn't as high because of that. Because then I was like, okay, I got held back. I'm not smart enough, or I'm not good enough. So that was always lingering with me. But at the same time, I had this like drive to like believe in like I could, you know, live a life that I love and all these things. And so I tried to work at places. Like my first job was like a yogurt shop.
A yogurt shop?
Yeah, like frozen yogurt.
Oh, no. My job before influencing, I worked in an ice cream warehouse.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah, look
just
at
pumping
us.
ice cream.
From dairy, you know what I'm saying? From serving dairy to serving looks, you know?
That's funny. That's so random. Yeah, so then I don't know, something kept pushing me to try it. And I naturally like to network, make friends with people. I naturally was interested in what other people are doing and how they're doing it. I think that's a huge piece, is like being interested in how people are getting to where they are, or what they care about, and then remembering those things. Because I don't think you could be a good networker if you don't care.
Yeah.
Because like if you don't really care, you're not going to remember. Like I forgot what they did.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
How do you keep track of all those like people?
Yeah, I know it's a lot.
Yeah, like I'm like, my biggest thing is like I meet people and like I'll probably won't save your number. I forget your name, or like I'll meet like 20 people on a night out. I might remember like one.
Yeah.
It's hard. I don't know. Sometimes I try, like, ever watch The Bunny?
No.
With Anna Faris?
Oh, is that, yes, the house bunny or whatever?
Yeah, the house bunny.
Yeah, it's such a good movie.
And then she's like,
funny.
oh, what's your name? Natalie. And she's like, Natalie. Sometimes I'm like, I have to do that. I have to like
So
remember
good.
your name. What's your name? Monica. And they're like, what? What are you doing?
Yeah.
So I remember names.
I also think it's depending on like what industry you're going in, that like I didn't know I was going to work with talent at all. So it just makes sense for the industry I'm in to network. Not to say that it definitely makes sense if you want to be an entrepreneur, I think, because then you're like growing your network, helping other people, which makes people help you back. And then you're creating this like almost like this like network of people that are bringing things to you, and vice versa. And it's only if you're like not really bringing things to others that gets cut off, you know?
Yeah.
But how do I remember? I don't know. I just find interest in what they're talking about. Obviously, not everyone. It's not like anyone on the street can tell me what they're doing. I'm like, let's sit and have a conversation.
Just walking down.
That'd be too much.
Hey,
That'd be too much.
what's up, Spider-Man?
But I do randomly meet people out that I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I'll like save their number and then put what they're like something in their contact notes.
I feel like every time I've seen you out, you have like a crew.
Really?
I don't know. You feel like you have like an army.
Really? Oh, that's
I don't
cool.
know. Or maybe that's just like in my head.
Well, you did see me at Coachella.
Yeah, but it was like when you appeared, it was like you and it was like 30 people. I was like, whoa. It was like, whoa.
Never usually.
This
I don't feel.
And then it's like, and then it was, oh, we're going to go back to the Unruly house. It's like, okay. And like walk back and it's just like giant Unruly. And I was
the
like,
whole party at exits.
yeah.
No,
I was like, whoa. It's like she rolls deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm glued to a lot of relationships. Like I keep people being friends and I introduce a lot of people to each other.
Yeah. Were you an influencer before? Would you say you're like, did you create any content before or?
Kind of like when I started out, like I just knew I loved social media from like a young age back in the MySpace days.
Oh, you have a MySpace?
Mm-hmm. Did you have a MySpace?
What was your MySpace?
It was like Burnett Baby XOXO.
Burnett. Mine was this is embarrassing, and people will probably find some stuff if they Google this. It was You Heart Damo.
You Heart Damo.
You Heart Damo.
That's actually not as embarrassing as some people's. I've
Yeah.
heard some pretty bad ones from back then.
No, it was bad. I used to like it was. I used to like make music with like my friends and stuff like that. So it was like You Heart Damo, and I had like songs, and one of the songs was called "Rich Girls Party Hardy."
That's actually good.
Yeah, it was.
I feel like that could go viral on TikTok. You make the song all over again.
Rich
Girls Party Hardy.
I burned that from existence. It like it was like it blew up and like nobody had cell phones at that time. Like that young, nobody had like cell phones.
Yeah.
But I remember like the kids that like had money and had cell phones like made it their like ringtones and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
No, looking back, I was like that was traumatizing.
That is really cool. What do you mean?
Yeah, there's
people
still
made it their ringtone. That's
there's
cool.
still people out there that have it somewhere on their laptops.
I thought you were gonna say
I'm
on their
gonna find them.
ringtones. You're like out in public.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
If I ever heard that song ever again, and I know there's gonna be somebody watching this that's like, I have that song. It's gonna upload it. It's so. I remember I was so young, and there's a line in that song.
Yeah, can you
like,
actually give us like the hook?
It was like a computer voice. It was like, "Rich girls party hardy, party hardy at my party," and it was like it was kind of like an LMFAO.
That's kind of cool
type thing, and like one of the lines was like, it was like something was like, "I'm in my cardigan. These rich girls are in my yard partying like some backyardigans." I was like, "Oh, I want to."
So good.
I was like,
sometimes really
drink bleach.
Sometimes like cheesy songs like that though nowadays doing it again do go viral because it's funny. Like on TikTok, I feel like those are the songs that you have to remake the song.
I'll show you.
Do it for fun.
I'll show you in
Someone's
private.
gonna take it.
I'll show you in private.
Private times.
And then there was like another line that's like, it was like I like my beats fast and my bass down low.
Oh,
and then there was
that's
another
good.
line that was like, I like. It was like I like her ass up with her face down low.
No way.
I was like 12.
Wait, this sound. I have to hear this song. I'm gonna push you to actually redo this all over again.
I was like 12. I don't even know people I made out with at that point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was cringy.
You were still cool.
It was bad.
You were a cool guy.
I had a whole mixtape. Anyways.
Wow, that's awesome. I feel like that's really cool.
No. Have you ever tried making a song? Even back in the day? You must have.
I feel like I have, but I don't remember the song. I definitely have at some point, but it was more like kind of like poetry. Yeah, like when I was younger.
Artsy. You do strike me as like the silent arts. You know who I learned made music?
Who?
Because I didn't know who Tana was.
Yeah.
For the longest time.
Oh yeah, Tana made a song. I remember.
I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know who Tana was, and it was like I was on a podcast. I was actually here, and I was like, I don't know who she was, and it went viral. And then I was on a live, and everyone was like, "Have you heard Tana makes music, and I was like, when the did this song come out?
Yeah.
Did this
I remember
recent?
her doing the music video and everything back in the day. Yeah, she
There's a
really did
music
it.
video?
Yes.
Can
Yeah.
we live react to it? All right, so this is okay. First of all, Tana, let's get back into music.
I know, right?
Because she kind of smoked a couple of those verses. I'm
know,
not
it's
mad.
pretty good.
She was talking her shit too, and like, cause I know Tana, I'm like, I know she got money.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that she flexes too.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing. I'm like, I love that. Go you.
I just want to go over Hefner real quick. Let's read some lyrics of Tana's hit song Hefner.
Okay.
All right, let's react to it. On your bitch like I'm Hefner.
Wow.
Now I want to dive deep into this.
That's
right?
a deep.
That's deep. That really,
Hits
that's
you.
really saying
Yeah.
something. There's a lot of entendres there. On your bitch like I'm Hefner. Does Hefner on bitches?
Yeah, I would say he does.
Does he on bitches?
Yes.
Or does he just provide them with a place and a salary? Is he on them?
I think he's doing both.
He's doing both?
Yeah.
All right. Just verifying. I don't know a lot about Hefner. I don't know. I don't be knowing about, I haven't been there.
I would say he is.
Yeah, they don't invite me to the PR part. They don't give me PR giftings. I don't know why. I take 10% like I rep her.
Wow. That's a good line.
No faking my tits, but I'll check hers.
Wow, that's a good
Your
line.
bitch give me brain like her neck hurt. Wow, that's good. That's good.
These are
That's good because brain is head,
Yeah.
or they call it neck. So she's giving her brain like her neck hurts. So she's doing a lot of stuff with her neck.
Wow. These are good lines. I wonder if she wrote
This is actually bars. I'm not even shitting on Taylor. I didn't expect this to actually go this hard.
I'm like, did she write this? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, Taylor, let us know if you wrote this. I can count higher than 21. My bank is just fine. Get your money up. Gold in my blunts, it be rolling up.
Wow.
Red on my shoes, and we pulling up.
That's good.
Because she got the red bottoms.
Yes.
But
really
also,
good.
she could thug it out, and she'll kill you and have blood on her.
Yeah, this is all great. She's really killing it.
Tana a thug for real.
Yeah.
I'm kind of proud of her.
Yeah, this is good.
Tana.
Now you're gonna make a song with her.
No, actually, Tana, let me get a verse.
That'd be so
let
good.
me get a feature. Let me get a feature of it. Oh my god, we should
Make a song.
we should all make a song. We gotta call it Unruly.
That'd be good. It's a good one.
Me,
It's a good
me, you, Tana, Harry.
That'd be hilarious.
Now, does Harry have a song?
Oh my
Can
gosh.
you imagine?
That'd be so good. You know what I randomly just made me think of? I saw Harry the other night, and he took us to this concert. But afterwards we all went to his house, and Layla was there, and she showed us this movie called Airplane Mode. Have you heard of it?
No.
Oh my god, you gotta watch it.
Airplane mode?
Yeah, it's just like with every influencer that you've ever remembered is in this movie. And like Layla's in it, Alyssa Violet, like Logan Paul, Amanda Cerny, just everyone you could ever remember from social media is in this movie, and it's just so random. I was with Harry, and he saw David Dobrik was in it, and David and Harry FaceTimed David to be like, what is this? What is this? Because David like has this old lady. I think he like kisses a grandma on it. It's just like the most random movie I've ever seen, and I guess it's written by Logan Paul, and I guess there's like some lawsuit around it. It's pretty wild. It's pretty crazy. I only saw a couple minutes of it, and we were all like, what is going on in this?
Oh my god.
You have to watch it. It's pretty absurd.
That sounds scary.
It's absurd.
All right, you ready for some questions?
Yes. No.
All
Yes.
right.
No. Yes. No.
It. All right. So we're gonna talk about rich bitch mentality.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm excited. Yes.
Yep.
Hit me with it.
How did you recognize what your limiting beliefs were?
It's a good question. I think that you don't still to this day ever fully know what your limiting beliefs are throughout your life. but I do think that like in different parts of your life, they come up for you and you start to notice them and you're like, why do I do that? Oh shit, this is me being limited. And so I think it's just about like understanding that you actually do want to get better and become like the greatest version of yourself. And if you're like committing to that and reading books about that and listening to podcasts of people who think like that and are being bigger, have bigger mindsets, you start to understand the way that those people are thinking and then reflect it back to yourself and what areas you're not thinking like that. And then when you reflect it back to yourself, you're like, oh yeah, I don't think like that in this area. I do need to change that. Oh shit, like sometimes when I do buy something, I feel limited or feel guilty about it. Like what feelings come up for you? And so when you start to like notice those things, I think the biggest thing is to, when you're first like discovering that, to not judge yourself for it. Because when I was younger and I first started trying to get through my blocks, initially you want to judge that part of you and like push it away because you don't want to feel negative feelings. But what you're doing is if you're pushing it away, you're actually holding on to it. Mm-hmm. But the more that you see those parts of you and be like, oh shit, okay, I'm feeling that, and don't try to push it away, then you're actually taking it out of your blind spots. Yeah. And when the first step is like bringing it forward so that it's not controlling you anymore, you know? Yeah. And so actually, like, it sounds weird, but like making friends with that part of yourself and not making it such a negative. Like, okay, I do feel really like limited right now, or I don't feel like I could just buy whatever I want and be abundant and feel free. Because that's the energy you want to get to attract more money, is to feel more abundant so you can attract more things. But if you don't feel like that right now, instead of judging it, just be like, oh, it's okay that I feel like this. It's okay. It's normal. There's a lot of people that feel this way. I didn't grow up being in an abundant family or feeling like I can buy whatever I want. And so the more you're like okay with it, you start to see it more in different situations, and then you can work on changing the belief.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I started.
Do you like, so you said on your podcast before, like, risk it all now to have the life you want later?
Yeah.
Is that part of that?
I like, the reason I've been playing with that concept for a while, because I feel like when I was younger, I didn't believe in that like, I just remember specifically because I always listened to different like podcasters and entrepreneurs and thought leaders. And so one of the people obviously I came across was Gary Vee. Mm-hmm. And Gary Vee, I remember I like was triggered by the things he said. Like, I didn't like it. I was like, no, I don't with the things he talks about, because he was always like, work hard, grind now, work. And I'm just like, you. I don't want to believe that life is like that. Like, I want to believe that we can actually get to where we want to go and actually like enjoy our lives along the way. And then when I started, like, when I got my business and got into like that sweet spot where I was actually like growing and scaling, all I wanted to do was work. So it was a very weird transition for me. I did work a lot before, mind you, because my dad was a hard worker. So I saw that growing up, and I became that. So it's not like I didn't work, but I didn't work at the level he always talked about, because I still like enjoyed myself on the weekends and hung out with friends and then went and worked. But what I realized was it depends where you are in your life. Like, once you find that thing that is working for you, it depends what energy you're coming from and how, if it makes you fulfilled by working, then yeah, then it makes sense to keep going and risk everything else now for the life you want to have later. Mm-hmm. And so I haven't fully decided exactly how that looks, but I do know now that like I would rather live a life of like freedom forever once I get to a certain place than only live it now and then have to work a lot later. So I would hope to like retire at somewhat a young age and just be chilling.
Yeah. No, I had that conversation with like another creator, and they were like, oh, it seems like, you know, you're really good at business and you know this is, I'm like, no, I'm not. I just like, I realized the same thing like you're saying, like risk it all now so you can live for you. I'm like, I'm not the type of person, like I don't like saying yes to things. Like I'm naturally an introvert.
Oh, that's cool.
But I realized I was like, just say yes to everything now so you can be your most introverted self later on. So it's like kind of like
I'm proud of you.
It's kind of like the same thing. So I'm like, just put yourself out there, say yes, do these collaborations, do these deals, do whatever you have to do. And at the very least, you're learning something. It's
So
like,
true.
it's like, yeah, you're kind of burning at the end of both candles, but like, it's not for long if you do it right.
Exactly. That's like, I feel like that's been like the commonality between when I've talked to successful people is what you just said. Is like the people that are actually just saying yes to things and not judging everything like, oh, what is this really going to get me or what am I going to get out of this? It's like a lesson, something you get from every experience. And so obviously you don't want to just like, for me, I said yes to a lot of things when I was first starting out in my career, and I had to learn how to say no to some things. So, but that was more so like going out and doing things that maybe wasn't fulfilling my future.
Yeah.
But as far as like, oh, you should come to this meeting or be on this podcast or things like that, like putting yourself out there and actually doing more things, like those are the things that you should say yes to.
Yeah. And just putting yourself in positions where like you're uncomfortable, or
Yeah.
a lot of times for me, it's like, if there's something I know, I'm like, I don't want to do that because I'm scared. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm like freaking out until I have to do that thing. But I'm like, if I'm scared to do it, that means I'm going to be uncomfortable, which is like, I should do that thing. Is because I'm trying to get out of the box and because I know who I am inside is like, I'm just an introvert. Like, I want to say no. I want to be alone. I'm scared to like put myself out there, but I say yes to doing that. If I force myself to keep on saying yes to do that, then I'm outside of my comfort zone and therefore I will grow.
Exactly. It's so cool. There's this video that I love. It's like, I love like the Smith family. I think they're so dope. Like Will Smith and Jaden and all of them. They're just cool, like the way that they think. But there's a video that Will Smith did that he put out about fear. You have to watch it on YouTube. But he's jumping out of a plane and he like does the thing he's the most scared of doing, and he's like, freedom is on the other side of fear. So like when you actually face things that you're so afraid of, that's when you feel the most free. It's like everything is on the other side of your fears. Like you're supposed to literally run towards them, like you said.
Were you, speaking of fear, were you scared when you started Unruly?
I was scared when I decided I was gonna like start my own business, the first one, because I had a different business before Unruly called Electric Mind. And I was scared when I was doing that. But it was just the idea of going off on my own and figuring shit out by myself was scary. So like I taught myself how to like open an LLC and like structure a deck and a website, made my own website for my company and stuff. So like all that like was scary times but exciting, and I was kind of just like, okay, let's just see what happens, let's figure it out. So that was scary, but by the time I had Unruly, I was kind of used to living like that. So it wasn't, when I had Unruly, I was just like everything prior like set me up for that moment. And so Oprah Winfrey says like, luck, there's no such thing as luck, it's when preparation meets opportunity. And so I feel like every single thing I had prior, like failures I had and opportunities I had, all like perfectly aligned when I got Unruly. And then that was just like blew up way more than anything else I did. So it's just so cool to look back when you get something that really takes you to the next level. You realize that every single thing in life was setting you up for that moment. It's wild. You're like, oh, if I didn't do that and that and that, I would have never been able to have this opportunity, you know?
Yeah. I remember hearing somebody say, it was like, when something isn't working out, it's not that it's not working out, it's just like it's working out better than you could have ever imagined.
Yeah.
And so it's like when something goes wrong, it's just like eventually in the future you will thank yourself for that thing that went wrong, because that wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? Like all the shitty things that have happened, something great's gonna happen and you're like, if I didn't take that loss back then, I wouldn't have this W right now.
I know, it's so true. So true. I know, it was funny because there was something that like negative happened the other day that I was like sad about. One of my friends was like, every time you go down, you can only go back up. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. It's a good way to look at it. Anytime you have a failure, like something's around the corner.
Unfortunately, not true for me. There's been a lot of times where it's gone down and I'm like, this is rock bottom, and then an earthquake happens, and then
well, yeah, sometimes that happens.
And the ground breaks, and I go even further down. I'm like, oh shit.
Trust me, yes, I have like bad thing. You're like, how much more shit can I take? But it was just a good switch in your brain to be like, okay, shit's bad, but like I'm down now, so that means I have to go back up.
Yeah, that's true.
Life's like this. And
Yeah.
so it's like a good mentality switch. And so I started doing that to myself lately. And I now am, because I switched my mindset on it, I'm now seeing positives to look for, you know?
Do you ever think there's like a certain aspect of like the energy that you put out is what you get?
Yes, 100%.
Like I used to like now that like before I wouldn't say I wasn't like not confident, but like I had a very like kind of a lower self-esteem.
Yeah.
Or like I was very like, you know, humbling. I had really bad at taking compliments, and I felt like looking back I missed out on a lot of opportunities because I was putting that energy out of like I don't want anything, like
Yeah,
oh no,
I
like
relate with that a lot. I was like overly humble. I
yeah,
still kind of am. I'm trying to work on that.
yeah, that's the same thing. Like I'm trying like I was like, you know, I went to like the like stay in LA, I went to the rental place to get a car, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna get the best car here.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? So when I drive down the street, people know I'm the shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's gonna cost me a bit more money, but I need that confidence right now.
Yeah, it was like hard for me to accept compliments. I always like have to give them back.
Yeah.
And I was learning that like you're supposed to just like take it. But I'm like, it feels very
I
uncomfortable.
can't do it. I
So
can't do it. I was like, someone's like, oh my God, I look up to you. I'm like, please don't. Like, don't, like, I'm not, no, there's so many better
Yeah.
examples of people you could look up to. Like,
Yeah.
don't. Not
Or like,
me.
I'll just reflect it off me right away. They're like, oh my God, you inspire me. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you working on? And I'll just change the subject back to them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's hard to accept it. Yeah, but it's interesting because the people that do, I've noticed, at least in LA, the people that are just like overly confident and will take every compliment and kind of be like, yep, they like really do succeed very much because they're like, they believe it more than you do.
Yeah.
You know? Like, so I'm like, damn, I need a little bit of that. Like,
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to like,
it's like a
accept
little bit of a
compliments and be
balance
like,
between not getting to a narcissist level, like a healthy. Some people that are successful are narcissists and they're just like overly believe they're so good beyond everyone else. They just succeed so much because your belief is like creating your world. So it's like there's a healthy balance.
What's your love language?
I don't know if this is one, but like I every time I've dated someone that isn't deep, like doesn't talk about like, I can't talk about surface shit forever. So if you're not deep, like I'll never date you. I don't care how cute you are. I just can't look past it. One time I dated like the cutest guy ever. He's like on billboards and stuff. And I was like, everyone was like, oh my God, he's so cute and all this stuff. And then I was just like, I'm not attracted. I just can't look past it. He doesn't have any depth. I just can't.
What do you talk about?
He's just very surface
Like
level.
sandwiches?
Yeah, it was just like anything we would talk about, anyone could be in the room because it was nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Our relationship wasn't deeper together than it was with anyone else. Like it was very similar kind of level. Like just about basic stuff. So depth, but that's like connection maybe. Mm-hmm. But what would that be? Is that a love language?
Would that be?
What are the love languages?
Like words
it's
of
physical touch.
It's physical touch.
Words of affirmation. Gifts?
Acts of service. Gift giving. And then
quality time. Physical touch.
Yeah.
So would quality time be connection?
I guess, yeah, quality time would be.
Yeah, because it's like I don't want to talk about basic shit. Quality time.
Quality time.
I think that would be the main one. Yeah, I do like acts of service because my last relationship was very much like that, and I never had it before, and I was like, oh, this is kind of nice.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I never had this before.
No one's ever done anything for me.
What are yours?
I've been told like different things, like they go in order, or like it's also like how you give. Which is most
important to.
Yeah, and then it's also like how you give versus how you receive. I know how I give my love is 100% acts of service and gift giving. Like I just love.
It's really a good one.
I just love doing shit for people and like giving people stuff. Like that's another reason why I feel like I'll never be rich, because I will just give it all of me to the first person.
Well, don't say that.
Well, no.
You're on rich bitch energy.
That's true. I am on rich bitch energy. But like I'm gonna be a rich bitch that just keeps on
but
giving my riches.
I forget where I heard this, and I hate like butchering things that I hear. But it's like the lowest, the poorest people are givers. The people above them are takers. The people above takers are then givers. And so it's like it's because it just is different levels of wealth. And it's like, yeah, there's at the very bottom, they're give out too much. The middle, the above them are the takers, and then the wealthiest people in the world, like the ones that are billionaires, are givers. Like they're the ones that give to the most charities, give to the most. Like my dream one day is to just like sit with a bunch of like upcoming entrepreneurs and just listen to all their ideas and like invest in like so many people's businesses.
Yeah.
Like I just want to like be like how I was when I first started and I had an idea that I wanted to do. Like it'd be so cool to like help people like that are coming up. So if I'm really wealthy, that's all I want to do. But so like the wealthiest people are actually givers. So it just depends on like how you go about it.
Yeah.
You know, and be smart about who you give it to.
Yeah, that's what I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not smart about who I give it to.
Yeah.
There's like, hey, can I wait? Yeah. 100%.
Now everyone's gonna be calling you on the show, being like, "Oh, Dom will give me money."
Yeah, I got you. If that's why that's why I'm lucky I'm Canadian, because I don't have Venmo or Cash App.
Oh, you just can't help.
Yeah, if everyone was in my comments, be like, Cash App me $50, I'd be like, sure. Got you. You need groceries? I don't know you. Sure. Got you. Like I would just be giving it out. So. Are you dating anyone now? Are you just focusing on yourself?
Yeah, I had a really long relationship, but we've like kind of taken a pause because we both work a lot. So it's hard to date when you're working all the time. Yeah. It's very hard to have a personal life. I try to, and it's funny because on social media everyone thinks I do, but I'm very strategic about my life. I'm like I don't show all the hours I'm working, but I try to like force myself to like be social at least every other or so weekend.
Mm-hmm. Do you go on dating apps? Do you do like real life?
I've never went on a date from a dating app. No, I don't think I ever will. I like meeting people through friends. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous though?
What do you mean? Oh, I was gonna say it's more dangerous on a dating app, but not. I
guess dating in general is very dangerous as a whole. I always think about that sometimes. I'm like. Yeah. When like I asked them like, will you go out with me? And they're like, yes. I'm like, don't say yes. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so. Yeah. For me to be like, hey, you want to go on a date? Yeah. And then it's like I come pick you up, and now you're in my car.
Yeah.
And now I can just take you wherever you want.
But that's why it's safer if you meet through friends, because like if other people all vouch for you or know you, and multiple people in a room are like talking to you too, and then you ask the person on a date, it's not as weird.
That's true.
I just like it better. I don't know, because
if I was a woman, I would never go on a date. I just would never go. I would
just be single for life. Yeah. That's like my big thing too. I'm like, I do not want to be like older and not married. Like I just have to. But when I get married, I don't ever want to get divorced. I just want to be I don't want to be old and single.
How many do you want kids?
I didn't really for a while. That sounds horrible, but
no, them kids.
Them kids. But now I'm like, maybe one day I can have like one boy. Just one boy.
Just one boy?
Yeah.
You don't want a girl? Oh, I guess because you have a lot of sisters, so you're like, I don't want a girl.
Yeah, I just like boys better. Like I just like get like if I get an animal, it's a boy. I just like boys. I don't know why.
I think my
I
love
mom, girls, obviously. Yeah. But I'm like, as a kid, as my baby, a boy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I feel it, but I'm like opposite.
Yeah, my mom. Girls.
My mom just convinced me that she's like, you have no choice. You're gonna be a girl dad.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could see you being a girl dad.
She was like, you're gonna.
I would love a girl too, and I love girls. Sounds bad, but like, I just always like gravitate towards animals that are boys for some reason.
No, I feel that.
With them more.
I don't think I would want a son. I wouldn't want a son ideally. You know what I mean?
Have you done those AIs that show you what your kid would look like?
I don't want to know.
But you need to say that you're gonna be wealthy. You need to switch that. You're f***ing around with me?
No, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be wealthy. And I'm going to have a good-looking little palm alien baby.
Yeah. How many girls?
I spoke about this before, but I want 4 kids. I want girl, boy, girl, boy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I want a nice little mix. But my mom's like, no, you're going to have 87 girls.
Wow. My dad had 4 girls.
Yeah. My uncle has 4 girls, and he's just...
stressed.
Yeah, he's just a broken man.
Just a broken man.
That's why
it's hard.
That's why
I don't know if I could have a girl. Yeah. Like I love girls and like I love my sisters and everything, but it's a lot of work being a girl.
That's why my uncle has the VR set. He's trying to escape reality. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
four.
the one that
Yeah,
has
he's the one.
girls.
He has four.
Wow.
Now it's all making sense. I should go visit him and hang out with him a little bit more. He's
Some
losing his
manly
mind.
energy.
All right, we're gonna play Would You Rather.
Okay.
Number 1. Would you rather be the best at a terrible job or be the worst at your dream job?
Oh shit. It's a good question. Damn it. So I'd be the worst at my dream job, or I'd be the best at a job that I don't like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one. Okay, sorry. So many
No.
other things. I
There's-
guess the worst at the job I like.
That's what I would pick.
And I just try my best to get better and learn from people around me.
Yeah. What would your dream job? Blah, blah. Just cast it a spell on.
My dream job? Someday when I'm like super wealthy, I'm gonna write movies. So it's very random.
No, that's what I wanted to do in high school.
Really?
That's what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
I want to be a
just wanna
screenplay
write
writer.
films. Yeah. But I like what I'm doing now. I just want it to be even bigger. And I want to be like a place of just distributing content across the internet and be able to like put out messages that I actually care about, that are like good messages for the world through a network.
Nice. So you're gonna be the worst screenplay writer
Yeah, that would suck.
ever. No, I mean
That would be so sad.
like my dream job is to basically just like I just want to be a musician and tour with my band all over.
So what if you were the worst
if I was the worst?
one ever?
It would suck. But at least, I just get booed and shit.
Sucks.
People just throw tomatoes at me on stage.
Yeah, that's a sucky thing.
But at least, I guess, would I still be making money? or am I just like, this is my job, I'm not even making money. It's just a dream. Okay, next one. Would you rather, okay. Would you rather have sex with a goat, but no one would know, or not have sex with a goat, but everyone believes you did?
Oh God. I would rather people think that I did. I just would feel so bad for the animal. I like animals. I wouldn't even be able to do it. So sad.
Oh, man.
What would you pick?
I have to answer too?
He's like, God damn it, I don't want to.
Damn.
Everyone think you had sex with a goat? That's a bad one too, though. It's a bad one too.
I either have to have sex with LeBron James and no one would know, or...
Wait, what? I didn't write these. Is that the next one?
No, because it's the GOAT.
Oh, you're just got it. You're
Greatest of all time.
Oh, no, a literal goat.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Joke went over.
Not
Anyway, you know what I'm saying?
I picked neither.
Sometimes you're going to say a joke and it's not always going to land, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes everyone's going to miss it and you just have to take it on chin. You know, that's just kind of what it is sometimes. So we're going to miss. Yeah, I'm probably not going to the goat. I'm probably just not going to the goat, you know?
Thank you. I
yeah.
appreciate that answer.
Yeah.
That'd be so sad.
You know, just leave the goat alone.
Yeah.
All right.
Just gonna leave the poor guy alone.
Just leave the goat alone, man.
Live his life and eat his grass.
Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 50 duck-sized horses?
The horse-sized duck, I guess, because the 50 ducks.
What kind of duck are we talking about? Are we talking about like a Canadian geese? Because those are some big boys.
Really?
But if we're talking about like a mallard drake, I can just kick those.
That's interesting. You know all the ducks' names. I don't even know what these look like.
Are you not well versed on ducks?
No, not as well.
Oh, you gotta step up your. You gotta step
duck
up your
game.
Yeah, you gotta step up your duck game. I be knowing all about the ducks.
The 50 ducks, right?
That's what I would pick. That's what
Oh
I'm
wait,
saying.
50 ducks. No, I would pick the. No, actually, I don't know.
That's a big duck.
Yeah, the 50 ducks is a lot of ducks though.
But does the 50? Okay, I have questions. Does the 50 duck-sized horses have the strength of a horse still, or are they just as strong as a duck? Because if it's 50 of them and they're small, but they still have the strength of a horse, then that shit.
Yeah, that's true. Because then I would do the 50.
Because then I would just do the giant duck.
Ducks.
Yeah. So I think it just depends on
Yeah,
that.
the 50 ducks.
Yeah, I'll do the 50 ducks. 50 duck-sized horses. Would you rather always have itchy eyes or never be able to wear clothes? That seems like two vast extremes. Would you rather always have itchy eyes or Just can't wear clothes.
Itchy eyes, I guess. Right? You'd rather just sit here naked,
Honestly,
relaxed, because your eyes are itchy.
I'd just be naked. I'd just be naked. I feel like if my eyes were, I would
My
be
eyes are itchy as we speak now. I'm
like
just kidding.
24 hours of just like
Yeah, that'd
going
be
like this.
so annoying. It would be so annoying.
I would
Just live
yeah.
in the nude,
I would literally
proudly,
yeah.
in the middle of nowhere.
I would just be leaping
your
off of
farm.
bridges nonstop. Yeah, I would just not wear clothes. And if I get arrested or whatever, I'd just be
Then I
like,
sit in jail nude.
yeah, be in jail nude. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Picked my path.
Yeah. That's on me. I did this. I could have had itchy eyes, but I chose to be a nude criminal. I've made these choices, you know. Would you rather be able to converse with animals? Converse is
Yeah.
a word?
Yes.
I thought it
Yes.
was conversate.
Yeah.
Is conversate a
Converse.
word?
Yeah, both.
Or is it
right?
converse?
Both.
Would you rather be able to converse with animals or have lifelong fluency in every language?
God, I would like both.
I'm talking animals.
I was gonna say I would really like.
I'm talking
Initially, I
animals.
said talking to animals, but then I was like, where would that come in handy in life?
All the time.
Maybe a dog whisperer or something.
But you
Like,
can talk to any animal.
but imagine if you could really go to every country and like speak every language. How much that would help you in life? That'd be very useful.
Imagine you could just go to a parking lot and just chat it up with the seagulls. Imagine you just go to the beach
Because that
and
comes
just
in so much handy. You're like, you know what the seagull said today?
talk. Yeah.
You wouldn't believe.
It's like, would I rather go to, you know,
It would be so dope to talk to animals. It'd
but
be
like
very
any,
nice.
you know how many animals are?
Yeah, it'd
There's
be
a lot
so
of
cool.
languages. Do you know how many animals there are though?
Yeah,
That'd be crazy. You could use that all the time.
I know.
You could be a vet. You're like, yo, what's wrong with my dog? Let me ask him right quick.
He said he hates you.
Yeah. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof.
So get me out of this goddamn
Yeah.
house.
My dog, he ate a sharp candy cane. Why you have sharp candy canes all around the
Around
crib?
That's funny.
You know? But like, you could just talk to any animal. You
I
see a
think I
squirrel,
would
you're like,
still-
what's up, squirrel? Squirrel's like, get the f out my face. You're like, oh shit.
I think I'd pick the fluent in every language because it just come in so much handy. It'd
Once
come
again,
in
why
handy.
you're a CEO. You're like, if I
And-
could speak every language.
And it's just
It
cool
could
that you could
benefit
just
me.
like plug yourself into like Tokyo and just be like, I can live here for 3 months. Perfectly fine. It's crazy.
I'd be I'd just be
That's
traveling the
wild.
world trying to talk to every animal
I'm
to
like-
see what's up. I'd be like, yo, I need to see what's up with penguins.
I'm
I don't know.
going.
I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go to
You
some
need
place.
to know what they're thinking.
I have to know. I have to know what every animal is thinking. Because think about like ants. You know what I'm saying?
What are they thinking?
What are they thinking?
Nothing.
You know what
No,
I
I'm
mean?
just kidding.
They probably in their anthill and they see like the highway and they're like, oh shit, shooting stars. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's like, nah, that's just a Honda Accord, bro.
But what if you could talk to them and all of them were saying the same thing? Like, walk, 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 walk. And
like-
they're all just like not really saying anything.
Like
and then
all
you're just,
animals
like-
are just like
Now you just
Pokemon.
hear a bunch of animals saying all the same thing. Like,
Like Pokemon. Like they all just say their names.
yeah.
Like how like Charizard just is Charizard. I go see
Yeah.
like a cow and like the moo just translates into cow.
Yeah.
That would be a letdown. That would suck. Would you rather? Okay, this one you kind of answered right. Would you rather marry the most boring person, or the most intense and demanding person you know?
Oh, gosh.
Boring or intense and demanding?
Oh, those are both horrible. Probably boring because you could just deal with it more. I wouldn't be happy.
Yeah,
But intense and demanding, that sounds like a headache for a long time.
yeah. The demanding seems like a bit much. Yeah, don't just tell me what to do.
24/7
Yeah.
for the rest
Go
of your
piss.
life.
Oh,
They're like,
I don't
we're
need.
going here and you have
Yeah.
no choice. You're
Yeah.
like, God damn it, I hate my life.
I want toast.
If they were just boring, I'd just never be home.
That's mean.
Just traveling all the time.
It's not their fault. They're boring. You
You're just sitting there. I'm just
you
imagining someone
chose them.
super boring, like not doing anything.
you chose them. They're like, you chose me. You wanted a boring person. Okay. Would you rather only be able to kiss one person for the rest of your life, or kiss as many people as you want, but only once?
One person for the rest of my life. You'd probably pick that too, right?
I don't know. Because when I get drunk, I
Yeah,
like
but
kissing
imagine you
people.
liked the kiss with someone, you can never kiss them again.
Oh, true. But then it'd be fun.
So you'd be like, gotta find another one.
Yeah,
That'd be a little
the
exhausting.
the thrill of chasing the kissing
Might
dragon.
get
you
old
know?
quick.
I just gotta go around, just kissing. Can't get complacent. Just I gotta stay out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
That's a good metaphor
Always
for
have
it.
to be uncomfortable.
I always gotta be
Even
uncomfortable.
in your 60s.
Even getting mono.
Even in your 80s.
Yeah. Get myself some.
They're like, he's the biggest hoe in town.
Have you ever had mono?
No,
Oh.
thankfully. I know it was very common for a lot of people, but thankfully, no.
First year university, I got mono right away.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of
Orientation
people
week.
got it.
Frosh week. I was just
Yeah.
out here just.
Because you get it from kissing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy how, like, common that was growing up. I don't know how I didn't get it.
You wasn't out here kissing
I
enough.
wasn't kissing that many
You
people, to be
wasn't
honest.
kissing enough. Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta up the stats.
Yeah.
You gotta up it. All right, last one. This is my own.
Okay. I'm excited.
Would you rather eat a bowl of snot
Oh, God.
or a bowl of crispy scabs?
Ugh. Oh, God.
The catch
Both
is
of them sound disgusting. I was like
The
trying
catch
to
is-
lean towards one. None.
you have to eat the bowl of snot with a spoon.
Oh, that's really going to change things. No, it's the same.
Bowl of snot or bowl of scabs? Crispy scabs. Crispy. They make crunchy sounds.
Whose are they?
Huh? You know, we don't know.
Oh, God. And I don't know who they
Yeah.
are. I'd prefer to know.
They're just placed. Why would it change?
Yes, because that's like, I don't know. I just want to know whose they are. Whose scabs are they? And whose snot is it? I feel like both would make you sick. Because like,
Yeah.
the snot would definitely not be good for your stomach. That much
I don't think
snot.
neither
a
of them
bowl
have
of
any-
snot, you'd be throwing up everywhere.
Yeah, I definitely don't think either of them have like nutritional benefits. I don't think.
Oh, that's a hard one. I don't think I can't pick.
You gotta pick one.
I just hate either.
You gotta
I hate
pick.
both.
You gotta
What
pick.
about you?
You gotta pick. You gotta pick.
Every time I'm about to pick snot, I then am like, I'd rather eat scabs. And then when I think about the
You got
scabs, I'm like, go back to the
5,
snot.
4, 3, 2. Gotta say it. Gotta say something. Gotta say it.
I don't know.
Pass.
Scabs, I guess.
Scabs. Good pick.
Really?
That's what I would pick.
Really?
Pick scabs. I would just convince myself it's like chips.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
'Cause
'Cause the snot will have a lot of taste.
yeah, that's not be like the texture of
Next.
it.
Done.
Done. We're done with the conversation. Change it.
All right.
Let me ask you a would you rather.
You got something?
Would you rather marry a girl that slept with everyone you know or marry a girl that never wanted to have sex?
So either they never want to have sex with me or girl who's had sex with
Everyone you know.
everyone I know.
Everyone around you.
Everyone around.
Everyone you
See,
meet.
that was a good caveat because you said everyone you know, and I was about to be like, I don't know a lot of people.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know a lot of people, so I was like, that was an advantage. I don't know. Sex is very low priority for me. I don't really give a shit. So if they never want to have sex, that's fine.
Really? You just live your life sexless?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll just you just kiss. Can we kiss?
No, I'm just kidding. Yes, you can
Can we kiss and hold hands?
Yes.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, that's cute. We can figure it out another way.
Yeah.
You know? Can you like meditate? What is
Yes.
that? Tantra sex?
Yeah.
Karma Sutra? Karma centric?
Yep.
Whatever that book is. There's like that book
I've
that
never
has,
heard of it.
there's like the book with the sex positions
Oh.
and
I've
teaches you how
never
to
heard of that.
orgasm without touching each other.
Really random, but you should make your own jewelry brand.
That's why she's a CEO. Look, she's already seen
I really
opportunities.
am. Like the necklace, the bracelets and stuff. Like you should make this into your own jewelry brand.
I know. I wish.
You should.
Do you want to go into business together?
Yes.
Okay. I have another would you rather.
Okay,
Last
go
would you
ahead.
rather, and then we're done.
Okay.
Would you rather? Okay, so it's not really a would you rather. It's just like a question.
Okay.
Okay. So you have to sleep with a dolphin, right?
Oh God.
You have to sleep with a dolphin
We've been sleeping with
Every
hooking up
single
with a lot
day.
of animals.
every single day for a year. However, by the end of the year, this dolphin will transform into your perfect person.
Wait, how do I sleep with the dolphin in the ocean?
You just have sex with the dolphin.
Oh, sleep with the dolphin.
So, yeah, you have to have sex with the dolphin
Okay.
every day for a year. But at the end of the year, it transforms into your perfect person.
It's a long time to have sex with a dolphin every day.
Every day for a year. By the end of the year, it transforms into your perfect person. Everything that you could ever do in a person in a life is now yours. So it's like your dream house, dream car. This is your perfect person. They will never leave you. Whatever you want in life, you have it now with this person. All you have to do is sleep with this dolphin
Oh, God.
every day for a year. And like halfway through the year, it's like it transforms slowly. So it's like on like month 6, it's like you kind of see him forming. And he's like,
That's so weird.
yeah, like on month 6, he's starting to like, his fins are hands now and shit.
Or what's my option B?
Huh?
There is no option B.
Option B, or you're just lonely for the rest of your life.
Lonely for the rest of my life? That sucks. I don't think I could sleep with a dolphin for a year. Could you?
Every day for a year?
Yeah, it's a long time.
Also, would it be in the water? Like, because where would it be? Beached?
What?
Like,
Beached.
would it be in your bed?
Well, it's not like it's like a mystical dolphin because it transformed into a person.
Oh,
You know
so
what
it's
I mean?
not a real dolphin.
It's a real dolphin. It's not like a dolphin. And he's like, because it's gonna
He doesn't
transform
need
into
water.
it's gonna transform into a man. You
He
know what I
doesn't
mean?
need water. It's just a dolphin in my room, ginormous, squeaking.
Yeah,
No, thank you.
yeah.
For a year.
But like then you at the end of the year you have everything you've ever wanted.
Yeah, but
No one has to know that this man was once a dolphin. He doesn't even remember he
I
was a
know.
dolphin.
That's what's.
You-
I'll never.
no one has to
forget.
know.
I'll never forget. I have trauma by the time he's out. Just trauma.
You wouldn't have trauma.
I would have trauma. I just sexually
trauma goes away
assaulted
with all the money and
dolphin
success.
for years. I would have to be lonely, I think,
That's crazy.
and find other ways to amuse myself.
That's crazy.
Would you? You'd sleep with the dolphin? You'd say, "F it." I couldn't. I couldn't look past it.
Yeah, man. It. It, whatever. No one's gonna know.
But you know.
Yeah, but at the end of the year, I got like f***ing.
Yeah, but by that
I
time,
got Eva
you're
Mendes.
You're up in the head.
I got Eva. I got Eva Mendes.
Eva
Yeah,
Mendes
true.
is
I'm like,
bomb.
I get used to like f***ing dolphin. And now I'm like into it. I'm like, oh, now you're human.
You're like, sorry, I'm used to the dolphin. That's so weird.
Like,
Ew.
I miss when you were a dolphin.
Doing crazy.
Can you go back? He's just writing these down, circling yes or no. Which one would I pick? Quizzing himself every night.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, okay, we're not f***ing dolphins. Do you? Sorry,
Now that we're not
I'll do
hooking
a
up
rush.
with
Real quick. I'll
dolphins.
actually do a clean take.
I'm
Thank
not
you
gonna
so
look
much
at
for
you.
coming on. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, I literally love you and adore you as a
know.
person.
I
You're
love
fucking
hanging
awesome.
out at your little house. I had such a good vibe.
Yeah, this is my fake house. I like hanging out at your real house.
Yeah,
Yeah, and anytime you want to come back on or you want to,
every day. I'll be here
Yeah,
every morning
yeah,
talking about would you rathers.
yeah, we'll start a jewelry line. We'll start a
Yeah.
podcast called Would You Rather, a dolphin, and some other business endeavors.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Do you have anything? Do you have any products you want to plug? Anything coming
Um,
up? Your socials, where people can follow you.
Yeah, so my social is TARUHHH Tara. But my name's just Tara. Some people think I spell my name like that with 3 H's. I'm like, Instagram's not real
It's
life.
pretty cool though.
And then my podcast is Billion Dollar Baby, all about people that are shifting their mindsets to get to the place they want to go in life. So that's really fun. And then the agency's called Unruly Agency. So yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Everyone, make sure you go follow that. I'm Dom. You know where you can find me. Don't call Dom. And you know I be in these streets.
Killing it.
On bitches like
Kissing on
like
toes.
like you Hefner, you know, and they be sipping on my pussy like it's nectar. Follow us, follow and subscribe past your bedtime on YouTube for full video episodes, and we'll see you next week.
Yay.
Bye, guys.
That was so cute.